Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome back to the Drive Time Podcast.
I'm Alfred Barnes.
I'm Parker Brown.
And we are coming to you hanging our heads in defeat.
Shame. For shame.
For shame. We've taken what I think the kids are calling an L. As you may have known from the previous podcast, stuck in traffic pretty bad on the drive down. Annoying.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But it happens, driving into D.C.
Sometimes.
It happens. We accept that as a possibility on the Drive Time Podcast. And sometimes we might catch some traffic, right?
You might catch some flack.
So we get into D.C.
We're
having a hard time finding some parking.
We got in there pretty much on time for the show, and we couldn't park until about, I think we finally found parking. We parked it at a $15 garage.
$15 garage, which was, I would say, not well labeled. There was a...
Nope. Horrible.
There seemed to be some kind of under-the-table aspect going, because we went to pay with a card. The guy pulls out his personal cell phone. Takes a payment, and then he just, smacks the arm, and it goes up to allow...
And we're like, why can't I just smack the arm? We honestly should have robbed that guy.
We should have robbed. I felt like I could have robbed the shit out of that guy.
We totally should have.
But yeah, so all right, we get parked. We park a block or two away from the show, or so we thought.
And then
we walk over.
Tell them, Al.
Nah, I've told the whole story. You hop in. We walk over to the Red Lounge, and what happens?
We walk over, and it's fucking closed.
Locked
The entire bar is closed. And Al asks a nice gentleman that was right next to us, "Hey man, do you know where the comedy show is?" He laughs in his face. He goes, "Comedy show?
There hasn't been a comedy show in 30 years."
He goes, "You think there's a comedy show here tonight?"
He said, "That's a joke."
He said, that is the comedy show. So, yeah, there wasn't a comedy show. Yeah. It was closed.
Well, there was a guy sitting at the bar watching a game on the TV.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he got in there, if he had some special access or maybe got a little break in.
But even if we got in there somehow, they still wouldn't have had a comedy show.
So just to remind you guys, we were in traffic for an hour and 20 minutes. Parker paid $15
We parked it took us another 30 minutes to park. We were in the car for 2 hours.
Circling the block. Then, afterwards, Parker wants to get himself a little treat at a gas station.
And yeah, I went to go buy a vape.
Whoa, he's coming out as a vapor.
Not the pods, just the vape.
Yeah, just
which
the vape.
in Baltimore costs it used to cost $1. But I think costs $6 or $7 now.
All right. And I'm sure it was a comparable price in Washington, D.C.
$27 they wanted for this vape.
And while Parker's trying to pay for this, the guy's roasted him to me.
He's roasted
He said,
him.
"You need to tell you..." I'm going to do the accent.
Do the fucking accent. Go off, gang.
"You need to tell your friend that he needs to upgrade from the views."
I need to upgrade from the views?
Yeah.
How about you need to upgrade from working at a fucking convenience store?
Dude,
how about that, buddy?
I know. He was coming at my boy all wrong. And I was like, yeah, something like that, man. So then we walk back in shame to the below-ground parking garage. It has more support pillars than you've ever seen in your entire life.
There was literally a support pillar every 10 feet.
It was every parking spot.
Pretty much every parking spot was touching a support pillar.
Yeah. Imagine the final level in a Tokyo Drift video game. It would be that.
And also, they weren't vertical. They were slanted support pillars.
Yeah, they were at a jaunty angle.
So, I don't know what's going on with D.C. I don't know what's going on with the comedy scene in D.C. I don't know what's going on with the parking. But do better.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a rough time for the drive time boys, can't lie. Just hitting every stoplight, right? There's traffic cameras everywhere.
People are honking.
People be honking.
And people
a lot
be
of honkies,
people be walking.
Yeah, so many people in the crosswalk.
A lot of people
stay in your house.
Al also gets upset at people that cross at crosswalks.
Yeah.
When the light turns for them to walk. Because he goes, when I'm turning, I don't expect there to be people in the crosswalk.
Yeah, it is kind of a flawed system. You're mid-turn, and there's obstacles.
No, it's not a flawed system. You're supposed to wait for the people.
But look, Parker, they jump. They're jumpy. They jump out.
We did piss off probably, I'm not even kidding you, 15 people on the drive there, just to drive down.
People, and then we did even more so.
Yeah,
driving
back. Oh my
Washington District of Columbia.
We had to wait. We had to wait till we got on the highway because we're like, you know what?
You got to get out of this godforsaken town. Oh,
I gotta get out. Oh, I gotta get out.
After
it's too close for comfort. It's in the street lights.
You ever seen the movie Disturbia?
Shia
LaBeouf.
I saw it, but I can't remember a goddamn thing about that.
His
movie.
neighbor's like murdering people.
Yeah,
it's okay.
And he like watches it through binoculars, right?
Yeah.
And doesn't he have to stay in his house?
Yeah.
Why does he have to stay in his house?
I don't know. It might be a house arrest situation or something, but I
it's
can't.
Like Shia.
For
Why getting house arrested?
I don't know. Yeah, it makes you wonder. But I just remember the one thing that stood out in that movie is a cop goes into the house to try to find the guy, and the old murderous dude just walks up behind him and just snaps his fucking neck.
Are you serious?
Oh, it's like a quick snap, and you're like, ugh.
All right, you've done martial arts. Can you do that in real life?
I think anybody can snap somebody's neck. You just like have to twist their head fast enough.
Really?
Too slow when you're a chiropractor.
That's true. Chiropractors really are just really bad at killing people.
Yeah, they're fake doctors.
Even though they do kill like a ton of people per year. Like people are like, what's the harm in chiropractic? I'm like, they injure, tons of people per year. And since they're not doctors, you can't sue them the same way you can a real doctor. Yup.
I've seen people like, I don't fuck with the neck cracking at all. I'm like, you're gonna die. Like somebody else cracking your neck. Like that's how you kill somebody.
Also, have you ever seen the videos where it'll be like someone with like scoliosis and they'll go to a chiropractor? I'm like, I don't think that can fix your back.
Well, also,
I don't think traditional Chinese medicine can like straighten your spine.
Yeah, and let's say you're buying into the whole chiropractor thing. Yeah. All right. So let's say this person is a trained professional in the standard human body.
Yep.
The scoliosis spine is not known for being standard. That's what scoliosis is.
Yeah.
So it's going to be in an atypical position, and you're trying to use typical procedures.
I like the atypical.
Yeah.
But it could very easily be confused for atypical.
Yeah. That's
You're
true.
in a
space typical.
Yeah. Okay. I've thought about becoming a chiropractor, but not going to any of the classes or whatever.
Just telling people you're a chiropractor.
Like, I'm not going to have a lot of repeat business.
Yeah.
But I feel like chiropractic isn't... I feel like there's some people that are going to believe whatever the fuck I tell them to do.
Yeah, you
I'll
just have
give
to
them weird exercises to do.
Yeah, you just have to go and exhale, snap, and just lean on them.
Lean on them hard? Oh, we didn't get it that time.
Yeah. I've also seen, like, there's, like, this is a chiropractor for a horse. Fuck off.
Oh, yeah. A chiropractor for a horse?
Yeah, I saw it. This guy, he basically just ran and shoulder checked the horse, like, in the spine. And you hear the horse go, and then he's like, I'm helping him. I was like, disagree. I could not disagree.
How do you know? The horse can't tell you.
Well, I knew somebody. Their mom went to a chiropractor, and, like, they adjusted her neck or whatever, and like her head was like tilted for the rest of her life.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, she's still alive, so assumedly the rest of her life.
Yeah.
But it was several years ago, and I'm like, that just doesn't seem worth it to me.
I would kill that person.
Yeah.
Why can't we kill these people?
I don't know. Dude, I had this weird muscle thing. It was just like a day in high school. I guess I slept on my neck wrong, but the right side of my neck was like seized, and I couldn't turn my head to the right.
Yeah.
Like at all. And I was like, this is horrible. Like if that was my whole life.
Oh my god.
I can't even imagine.
Well, back problems in general are just like the correlation between back pain and suicide is like huge because it is just debilitating,
Well, and also like, I think most people have pulled a muscle in the back, especially when they get to be our age. But
I don't think I've ever pulled my back.
God, dude, I've pulled it, and then I've had like these nasty knots. I actually got
knots. I get.
Well, it was like the only massage that I've gotten in my life, and the massage person, it was legit. Made a house call. I'm rich like that.
Yeah, what was his name?
It was actually Sven.
Sven?
Yeah, no.
Oh, this bitch Swedish as fuck.
I'm kidding. No, it was actually, interestingly enough, it was the daughter of the woman who got their neck fucked up by a chiropractor in a fun overlap.
That's honestly kind of like justice, though.
Yeah, but she was like working on my back. She's like, your back has so many fucking knots in it. Like, your shit is fucked up. Like, damn. She's like, yeah, it's like hard. Like, that's how like I was like, well.
She's like, we're gonna have to cut some of these out. I don't know what to tell you.
But
I still don't understand what a knot is. I've looked it up before, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you're stressed enough, like, 'cause part of it's from exercise, but it's also if you're like stressed, you can get knots. And I'm like, Oh, like, does your body just literally, like, go, I'm so stressed I'm going to fuck myself up?
Yeah, it is. I don't understand that. Like,
yeah.
Because your body is supposed to be good at, like, reacting to change in its environment.
Totally.
But I guess not mental change. I don't know.
Like, if you take a lot of heroin, you get better at taking heroin.
Yeah, no, you definitely...
You do. It's called a tolerance.
Prestige.
You prestige.
And heroin.
Oh, my God.
Dude, people in high school, when fucking playing Call of Duty, and they'd be like, I got the Golden Desert Eagle, because I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Kids would pretend to, like, shoot guns in gym. Now they do it for real. But they would pretend
now they
to,
do
like,
it for real.
Yeah.
Political commentary.
Oh, yeah. A little hot take. We're coming over from D.C., and we didn't get to perform. We didn't get to get all our political jokes out.
Yeah, my favorite thing about D.C. is political comedy. I think I've said it before on this podcast.
Yeah.
That,
we've complained about it on at least 4 episodes. Or however many episodes we've done around D.C., we've complained about political comedy.
You can take away my guns. You can take away my freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You can take away my Tumblr account. But you will never take away DC political comedians from me.
I can't.
That's too far. I'll die on that
hill.
I need someone to talk about the 17th most important cabinet member, what tax bill they talked about on stage for comedy. Oh. These are the people keeping us. These political open mic comedians are the people keeping us from tyranny.
Yeah, they're
if it wasn't for them, Biden would have declared martial law, and we would be working the mines right now.
Yeah, I think I said this before, but when I was writing a couple weeks ago, I wrote like a joke where like the punchline was like, "Oh, old guys in politics," and I literally looked at it, I like threw up in my mouth. I was like, you're I like go in front of the mirror, I'm like, you're a disgusting person. Why would you do that? I don't know.
It is weird, like, you say all that shit, and then Shane Gillis does have, like, a dope fucking trumpet, and it's like, shit.
Yeah,
but you can still do it.
I don't even consider that, like, it's about a politician, but I don't consider it political. Like,
okay, explain that one for me, please.
Well, like, it's kind of like...
I kind of get what you're saying,
It's kind of like doing a joke about a celebrity. Like, you could do a joke about somebody, like, Brad Pitt, but it's not necessarily a joke about movies or acting, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or like you have your Leonardo DiCaprio joke that you've been trying to do about him, like in Young Women.
The one that's never worked.
Yeah, that one. Well, I didn't say it was a good joke. I just said you have that joke. But
no, you told me it was. You've told me to keep to open with that one every time I do stand up.
I said open and close with it.
Dude, the last time I did that joke at Zissimo's, I had this. I did the whole joke, and this lady goes, "We're waiting for the punchline." I'm like, fuck.
Oh, that's
it's not good.
I think
just like, if you mention anything to do with gay people and it's not like praising them, you know what I mean? People do get a little on edge, even if it's completely neutral.
People get a little tight. There's definitely jokes that I will do in different areas that I wouldn't do in other areas.
Is a donkey punch when you tell a chick really edgy jokes or a butthole tightens up?
Is that what they call it? A donkey punch?
No. Do you know what a donkey punch is?
No.
It's where, like, if you're fucking a chick from behind, you punch her in the back of the head and knock her out because supposedly it makes her butthole tighten up.
Oh, God.
But I'm saying that instead of that, a donkey punch is when, like, you start talking about trans people, doing jokes about trans people during set, so that, like, she tightens up.
Dude, the most I've...
Wow, that was a real big swing and a miss, I think. Al, here's the marker to take that one out. Or leave it in. I don't care.
Oh, no. The hardest I've ever had to work to win a crowd back was at Zissimo's, and I was following a trans man comedian who had an impressive beard. Like,
I remember that dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you were there. Yeah. And
I thought he was pretty good at comedy, too.
He was. Great comedian.
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah.
And it was like a self-deprecating joke, but I said it's frustrating that the trans man grew a beard before I could.
Yeah.
Which I think is I don't think that's a slight against him.
It's kind of both.
You think so?
I think it's kind of both.
You could be right. But I don't know. I was just saying, like, damn, he got to it before I did.
You'd think with the Harry Potter game coming out, you would be a little more sensitive to trans people.
Yeah, it was a swing and a miss.
Dude, Have you heard about this Harry Potter game?
I've heard it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. This chick at my work absolutely loves it, but like they're saying, all right, yeah, I don't agree with J.K. Rowling shit. Like she should stop, you know, but I don't think she like had much to do with making the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if there's
I don't
one thing
get
I know
all
about
this shit.
Writers, it's that
I
they're
don't
very
think
good.
she was in there during crunch coding the fucking walking animation for the characters. You know, I don't know.
But not to change gears too hard, but I was thinking about.
No, please change gears really hard.
No, I was.
We only have 45 minutes left of podcasting to do.
Well, I was thinking about podcasting the other day because I'm a real student of the art.
Oh yeah.
But because Jackie's sister is like has a master's degree, she's very learned. She's a true academic.
And Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie's almost.
That's a learned family.
Yeah, she's almost got her master's degree too, and her other sister has a master's degree. Like, there's a lot of masters floating around in the family. All right, they're a learned bunch, as I say.
Do you think, not to keep interrupting you, but do you think eventually people will say a master's degree is culturally insensitive?
I feel like it's coming. Yeah, 100%.
Because they already said a master bedroom is culturally insensitive.
Did they?
Some people have.
Damn.
So pretty soon.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Keep going.
No, you're good. But no, she's like super academic, and she was telling us one time, she's like, I'm very excited. I got to be on this like podcast. We're going to talk about these important issues.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, damn, podcasting is a very different medium for people who aren't in comedy. Because when we think of podcasts, we're like, oh, it's just one of our drunk friends talking into a microphone with some other they're just
some people take it seriously. They have to do research.
Well,
and shit.
Yeah, that's what I didn't even think about it until she said it, but I was like, damn, podcast is like a serious thing for some people. They're like, I'm making a difference. I'm like, I was just bored in a car ride and a narcissist and wanted people to hear what we had to say. Like, the fact that there's a co-host is pretty impressive, I think, for myself.
I mean, like people that have to read books, like they all read a book before they do a podcast.
Yeah, no, but like it was just like a crazy because she was like.
Did you listen to it at all?
No, I didn't. I don't even know what the podcast is, but like, and I not to take away from it, but I was like, why are you excited to go on a podcast?
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, I guess it's like a whole different world from the academic, where people are talking about shit that matters, to us being like, yo, can you say that? Like,
did you think peas stored in the balls?
yeah, pretty much that.
Dude, maybe that's the pivot. Maybe we should present this instead of a comedy podcast. We present it as like a political science podcast. I think that'd be pretty funny.
Well, I was just saying before we started, if it's educational, technically the copyright laws are a little looser.
I mean, could we just call it educational and then just still do whatever the fuck this is?
We're going to call it educational and then just copy and paste Joe Rogan's podcast onto our thing.
And then at the end we go, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah. That's what we see. Nobody's doing live reactions to podcasts.
No, at the end of the podcast we just go, psych.
It's the drive time.
Hey,
podcast,
technically,
Yeah, well, it's like if you use like movie footage and songs, it's like under 15 seconds or whatever. If it's educational, it's not copyright infringement. It's something like that.
Couldn't we just say it's a parody? Doesn't South Park get away with that shit by just saying
true.
It's a parody?
Yeah, parody laws are kind of weird. You have to have... Well, actually, I'm not going to say that because all I know about parody laws is from Nathan For You when he does the dumb Starbucks. So I'm not just going to quote everything I saw on that show.
Oh, my God.
But...
Dude, Nathan For You is like one of the best shows of all time.
I've been, speaking of not quoting other things to South Park, I've been trying to avoid listening to like a lot of the popular comedian podcasts.
Okay.
Because I feel like if I listen to too many of those podcasts, our podcast is just going to be me regurgitating fun facts I heard on like Two Bears, One Cave or something like that. I'm like, that's going to make this suck.
I also don't like them very much either. I don't think I think you have to have a different personality than stand-up to be funny on a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like Tim Dillon has a great fucking podcast. But that's because he can monologue for an hour about the size of Wendy's cups and how it's the downfall of human civilization.
I actually think...
You know what I mean?
Well, Bill Burr is the same all the time, and I think he can kind of do that ranty podcast.
Yeah, but then his stand-up, like, it loses some of its auger, you know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of the other side of the coin. I think he figures out a lot of his material doing the podcast, just ranting about what he thinks about. So if you don't listen to it, it's fine. But if you listen to it, it takes away from it. I don't know. But
maybe we should do more rants.
Yeah.
All right, rant section. Go, Al.
All right. Well, you already had a podcast about this. Your worst problem in the world.
Oh, the biggest problem in the universe?
Yeah.
That was literally a copy of another podcast?
Yeah, that's the one. I came on and I ranted about the dog adoption process.
That's what killed the format, is that, some people would rant about the wind, and other people would rant about, like cancer and, like, their mom having cancer. It's like, I think the wind takes it, though, Johnny.
That is one of my favorite Norm bits that he says in Comedians in Cars.
The wind.
Yeah, the wind.
And he gets no laughs for it.
Yeah. Oh, what a bit. What else you got going on coming up, Parker?
Coming up soon?
Yeah, what's new and exciting in the life of P. Brown?
Listen, I'm playing the game. I'm doing my thing. I got the swag on my back, and I'm piecing up my pack. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'm hitting them from both sides in my low ride.
True.
Go hide.
Oh, well, we didn't talk.
I got most slides in my house, like a slide. Like a slide?
I got that.
Is it still recording? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not scrolling, though, which is very weird. Is it just because I hit over here?
Yeah, hold on. Let's take a quick pause. Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay, cool.
It seems it.
I mean, the number's going up.
Yeah, maybe scroll over to the far right. There's a little slide on the bottom. Not that. On the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. That works too.
Wait, hold on.
No, not that far on the bottom. In the middle. Technical difficulties. Inside right there. You got it. Is it recording?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Oh,
okay,
good.
Cool.
We got all that. Perfect.
Cool. Slobbing my knob like corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job.
Do your job, a.k.a. be my co-pilot, Parker.
I'm not slobbing on your knob.
Dude, we should get bumper stickers that say, Jesus isn't my co-pilot, Parker Brown is.
Or we can just get more pictures of my face for my graduation party.
That's true.
I don't know. What is it that's so enchanting about that picture?
It's just hilarious that it's on a magnet. That's hilarious to me. If anybody listening to the podcast ever gets invited over to my humble abode, take a peep at the side of my refrigerator.
It's also everyone that came to that party has like 3 of those magnets on the refrigerator too.
Yeah, I have a second one floating around in the car somewhere.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's just because your party didn't have a great turnout, so there was a lot of leftover magnets.
How dare you?
I kid. There's a lot of people there. Also,
and there was a sushi boat.
I was about to say the sushi
dope.
boat was the highlight for your
I think if I got rich, I would just, the only thing I'd spend money on is just eating sushi every day. I would get so much fatter than I already am.
Yeah, what is, calories like in sushi?
It honestly depends a lot on, which roll you get.
What are your go-to rolls?
I like a shrimp tempura roll.
I was about to say the same thing.
But no cucumber. I'd hate cucumber in sushi.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I normally...
That's one of the highest calorie ones. Like a tuna roll is pretty low in calories.
I normally get, Jackie, the ones that are named after American things.
Okay,
the Superman, the Spider-Man, that shit.
Oh, I had never had a Spider-Man roll.
I have no idea what's on it. I couldn't tell you. I just... Because I got her, I take her sushi while she's working sometimes.
Ooh.
And I took her one time, and she's like, "Oh, you got me a California roll. I don't like California rolls." She's like, "Give me some of the rolls named after American stuff. Those are the ones I like." So I was like, "All right."
Wait, is it a California roll named after an American
Okay,
thing?
fair enough. But apparently it's the cheap roll. I didn't know that, but
it's cheaper, but I actually like it.
Yeah.
I
like the ones with eel on top.
Oh,
I had one of those.
I fucking or just a eel avocado roll. I fuck that shit up. Dude, this place by my house, Mizu Sushi, shout out. They had maybe the best roll I've ever had.
Oh, really?
Fried oyster roll.
Oh.
And they put the eel sauce that goes on the shrimp tempura roll.
Yeah.
And the eel, they put that on there, and it is fucking bonkers.
Damn, that sounds
And
good.
they also do hand rolls, which I like better than regular rolls. Have you ever had it?
I have not. I'm not super well versed in sushi. I've eaten a lot of sushi.
It's where they cut the fish's hands off.
Oh yeah, they do have those little hands.
They got the little hands on there.
The hands. They're getting a little handsy. But no.
Isn't it weird that monkeys have hands on their feet? Isn't that weird as fuck, don't you think?
Yeah, that is strange. We almost have hands on our feet, but not quite.
No, we're pretty far away from having hands on our feet.
I felt like a Dimitri Martin bit. People have feet on their hands, but not quite. Or hands on their feet, but not quite.
Yeah, except he wouldn't fuck up the fucking joke.
That's true.
And you need a guitar. Strum, 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 strum.
What I also like is he really doesn't use the guitar's background for most of his set.
That's totally what it is. I think he said something like he just feels more comfortable with it on stage. And I kind of get that. Like, if you have some shit that can just occupy your hands while you tell jokes.
Yeah.
I get that. Me and Dimitri Martin, we have a lot in common. Yeah. Even though Dimitri is spelled, like, horribly.
Yeah.
I believe it's DM, which there should never be a DM at the start of a word.
Unless you're trying to get some puss.
Unless you're trying to get some experience points.
Oh, yeah, true.
Too.
I'm supposed to DM on Saturday. I'm like, I have not figured out the rest of the campaign.
You can just wing the whole thing. That's the thing about DMing.
Yeah.
You can, if you want, just make up the whole thing. Or just have them fight a really, like, high HP monster while you're figuring out the rest of the campaign.
Oh, dude, I'm just, like, not very good at paying attention to what's happening, which I can kind of get away with as a player, but as a DM, I have to be like, oh, what the fuck did you just say?
Well, also, there's just so many fucking rules, too.
Dude, we rolled for order, and I had to ask 3 times because I kept closing out of the I was trying to use an app for the combat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like it just makes it easier because I don't like having a bunch of papers floating around. So
I think that makes sense. Well, I just do it all on my laptop. I just open up a notepad, and I just put people, like, as they tell me, in order on the thing.
Oh, true.
And I just keep, like, HP, attack, AC, and then I look up the spells. Also, do you have do you have all the books on your computer?
No, dude. It's like,
you can pirate the fuck out of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should get all the books on your computer.
Yeah.
I think computer makes it the easiest.
I would definitely like to pirate the books because it's like $1,100 or something to buy all of them.
The other thing you can do is you can, excuse me.
Damn.
You can, do a snipping tool on the cutout of the monsters so that you own, like, instead of having to go to the page in the book, you can just put all that in a Word document.
Oh, that is cool.
So you go, this is the encounter, here's the stat block for the monster, and it's pretty quick.
Yeah, well, that's what, like, the book I like is that has all the cool shit in is Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Oh, Tasha's fucking dope.
Everything, like, that was because I had to start Googling shit because D&D Beyond is so limited with the basic rule thing.
Oh, yeah.
For my half-orc warlock from the last campaign. So I was
what you're supposed to do is you can buy, like, specific stuff on there, too.
I know,
you know
but I don't want to pay money for shit.
But it's like $3.
No, for Tasha's Cauldron and Everything, it was like $20-some.
Yeah, but you aren't using... No, you can buy the individual things from the books that you want to use.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And each one is like $1, maybe.
I did not know that.
So, like, an entire subclass is like $3.
Oh, there's parking. We found parking in Baltimore, guys. Good news. Here in the Small Apple, as we call it.
We call it the Rotten Apple.
Yeah. What fruit would be associated with Baltimore, you think?
The poppy flower.
Because of heroin?
Because of heroin.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a fruit, though.
Nah, that's a floral.
Dude, can you imagine being the first one to come up with opium and, like, no one can make it illegal yet? You know what I mean? No one knows what the fuck is going on.
Is opium still legal anywhere? Because I know they, like, used to, like, smoke it over in North America.
Is it still legal anywhere?
Like, the consumption of it.
I don't think so.
Outside of poppy seed bagels, am I right? Can't get enough.
I think people... Jesus.
God, get it together, man. We got 10 minutes left of driving.
Thank God it's only 10 minutes. I mean, no, I love being on the podcast. I think, what is it? No, I don't think it's legal. Jesus.
Well, you can fail a piss test if you have, like, poppy seed bagels.
Supposedly. I feel like I think you have to eat, like, 4 poppy seed bagels for it to show up or anything.
Do you not normally have 4 poppy seed bagels?
I normally have a variety.
I was telling Parker I was thinking about applying to be a dispatcher or, like, work the 911 call center because, like, your boy's trying to make more money.
Dude, can you imagine if you had to call 911 and then Al Barnes picked up the fucking phone?
Hold on, let me write this down. This could be a bit.
yeah.
Dude, no, I just here, part of the problem is you got to pass a drug test, which isn't optimal.
Why you don't do drugs?
I know, but I'm around them a lot. I feel like I would, don't make me choke on your secondhand smoke. Don't make me gag on your secondhand swag. Don't make me suck on your...
That was the worst thing you've ever said in your entire life?
That was my first bit I came up with in high school.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because kids started vaping, and I was just trying to piss them off. But
that explains a lot.
Yeah.
That you weren't down with vaping.
But I was wearing tap-out shirts.
There's no way kids are vaping. Kids weren't vaping in my school.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you went to
in high school.
Nerd school.
I feel you only went to school a year after me, though.
Yep. It was, no, I think it was like a little bit my junior and mainly my senior year. People weren't really doing it a whole lot my junior year.
I got you.
I very briefly had a vape, and then I was like, I don't think this is me.
You went like vape niche, bro?
Yeah, well, do something about getting... Because you used to, if you were under 18, you could still get the nicotine-free juice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so...
Wait, so you weren't using nicotine?
Oh, God. My justification was because I, would dabble in... why are people mad?
What is wrong with these people?
I'm so confused. But I think, because I was a little into the marijuana when I was in high school. Oh, the block is hot.
Boy.
They heard me talk about it.
Bad boy.
But I was like, well, all my friends, when we smoking stuff, they do cool smoke tricks, but I don't want to spend money on drugs to learn how to do them.
This is the most embarrassing story you've ever said in your entire life.
I'm cutting it. No, well, see, that's the thing. This podcast is a little short, so we can't cut anything.
And while I was learning smoke tricks, I also thought, why don't I just learn how to do street magic, too?
Look at your coffee cup. There's coins.
It's like I couldn't figure out why I was a virgin until I was 27 years old.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty bad. Now I said it out loud. Whatever.
The idea of you vaping. Oh, there's Miss Shirley's. Nice. I honestly don't know where we are, too. What street is this? Is this Thames Street?
I don't know.
The Thames?
Yeah, Parker still doesn't know how to get to his house.
I have no fucking idea. Oh, Albemarle? Oh, South Nick Street? South High Street, my bad.
Damn, Parker.
Yeah, I really do need
your glasses.
My license expires soon. I have
to. License, your permit to carry, your permit to see.
Listen, you can burn ants with these things, motherfucker. Don't try me.
True. At least your glasses aren't thick enough to where your eyes look ridiculous.
Oh my God, there's this.
I'd make fun of you so fucking much. Then you'd really look like Bubbles.
There was this person at my old work that had, he mostly wore contacts, but if he couldn't find his contacts, he had this pair of I'm not even kidding you, half an inch thick glasses, and that isn't the bad part. The bad part is you look at him and his eyes would look so small that you're it took me 2 days to figure out. I was like, why do I despise you? And I was like, oh, it's the fucking glasses.
Yeah, their eyes are
making your eyes look like that kid from South Park when they take off his glasses or whatever.
Oh man, dude, it's a look. I feel like at that point, just invest in the cane and give up already.
I mean, the gift of vision is good. Would you ever get LASIK?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. My grandfather did it. He didn't need glasses.
Work?
Yeah, he didn't need glasses anymore. He was probably 70-something when he got it. It was weird because I knew him with glasses his whole life.
Yeah.
And then he used to wear Dahmer style glasses and a bucket hat. My grandfather.
Your granddad was rocking the bucket?
Oh, dude, when I was in in the 90s, when I was just a boy, he had the bucket hat.
Was he also a member of a hip hop crew?
Yeah, you haven't heard of
the old man?
His name is Ray. I could say he's Raekwon.
Or Ray J.
Yeah, or Ray J. Damn, he fucked Kim
K. Your granddad fucked Kim Kardashian? Damn.
It's canon, bro.
KK?
But, oh, no, since we're almost back, we didn't talk about my Fiesta this past Saturday.
Oh, the Fiesta.
It was a time.
It was when you have them at night, they're way more fun, I think.
That's true, yeah, because Jackie and I host a lot of brunches, not because we necessarily like brunch, but because I like people to leave my house at a reasonable hour. Because the last person left it. Actually, technically, Parker was the last person.
I was the last person.
Because he was there the next day. He was on my couch, and I didn't wholly remember that, and the dogs are romping around on him.
Oh, were they really? I don't
Dude,
remember
it
that
was
at
so
all.
funny. You were like asleep and Coco was on you, and you like reached up and started petting her, and then went back, like rolled back over.
That is completely blocked out of my memory.
Yeah. Well, we were pretty crunk. Parker made a responsible decision. He was going to drive home, and then he came back in. He said, "You know what? I need to chill.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. You know."
But yeah,
I felt the call.
I think it was a good time overall. My dog's got in a brutal death match in the middle of the party, though.
Yeah, that
was crazy.
It was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Al, I like you, but I can't be around
dog fighting.
Dog fight. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, yeah. Well, like I was saying, they get into it, but the one I think was just so high strung because there were so many people there trying to pick her up, and she was freaking out. And then the other dog said some shit she didn't like, and then next thing you know, it's a fucking bloodbath in the middle of my dining room.
It's like, have you ever heard the phrase "bitches ain't shit"?
I have.
This is who they're talking about.
Damn. Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Also, where the fuck are we?
We're 4 minutes away from your humble abode.
I don't know what street we're on. I think you might have gone to the wrong place.
I think that you need to learn your address. I'm pretty sure this
I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, we're in the neighborhood at least. We'll make this light. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Lots of people with dogs down here. I'm kind of surprised. I feel like...
Dude, everyone has a fucking dog. And they're always walking their dogs. And I'm like, I don't know. Of course, I'm not saying, like, if you live in the city, you shouldn't have a dog. But I feel like it's kind of, like, mean in some way. It's not mean, but it's worse than having a dog in, like, the suburbs where, like, there's, like, grass and shit. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Keeping an animal in this concrete jungle.
Look, I hate to say this after we talk about my dogs violently fighting and already losing our dog audience, but at the same time, like, having a dog is an inconvenience. Like, it's cool.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a real commitment.
Oh, totally. I think having any pet is, you just have this thing that you always have to worry about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I don't think I'd get a dog anytime soon.
Well, trust me, if that was definitely something I took into consideration when me and Jackie were talking about moving in together. I was like, what are the chances I outlast these dogs? Like, I don't know. They are cool dogs. Like, I like them.
They are cool dogs, but it's not these dogs. It's having a dog at all. You know.
I think if we had just like one of them, it would be a lot easier. But having 3 dogs is too many.
It's a lot of dogs. Yeah. And I bet it's a lot of dog food. Oh wait, they're pretty small though, actually.
Yeah, but they each eat like, you know, the smaller ones eat like a cup and a half, and the corgi eats like probably around 2 cups a day right now, 2.5. So, you know, but you go through it pretty quick, and they have, of course, top of the line dog food. It's like $70,
really?
like $70 a bag for each of their bags.
Maybe they need to cut back for your wedding too.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Honestly, there's like there's a
Who's watching your dogs during your wedding?
Maybe Jackie's mom. She might leave the wedding and go watch.
What?
It. I don't know. We actually haven't decided that yet. We do have to figure that out, but it is something to, because my grandparents live down the street from us, and so I don't know, like, if they come, how long they're going to stay, so might pick them up or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I hope your grandparents come to your wedding.
Same, but...
I mean, I feel like it'd be kind of like a dick move, like, oh, Jeopardy's on that night.
You know, old people be...
How much do you want for the present? Oh, I don't think we can make it. I don't think we can.
You registered on Amazon? We don't have internet, so...
Did you really register on Amazon?
Yeah.
Also, should I have gotten my save the date already?
Probably not, because we didn't have your address yet. I didn't have it until today.
Oh, dude, I just remembered, too. I haven't checked my mail at all while I've been in my new apartment. I should probably do that.
Caleb said the same thing. He's like, you could send me the save the date, but Lauren and I have actually gotten notes from our mail lady that we need to empty our mailbox more often. So I might not get it for a while. I was like, fair enough, dude.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Dude, where the fuck are we? I have no idea where we are.
The save the dates are out, people, so check your mailbox. If you didn't get one.
Save your date.
Sorry, I can't invite the massive drive time commune. Also, we're at as of earlier today, we're at 249 listens. We're
almost 300.
One away from that quarter G, baby.
Dude, when we hit 1,000 listens, we got to do something special.
I'm thinking Roadhead.
If you're buying.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah, now I know where we are.
I don't know what
JK
prostitute rates are nowadays.
I don't know what they've ever been.
Me neither. Yeah, back in my heyday, but
I mean, you were on the other side of that, though. You were getting paid.
Yeah. No, I mean, it kind of depends. Glory holes.
And, I mean, it was like, what, $20 down at the harbor or whatever?
Yeah, down at the harbor. That's the strip club beside the port.
Yeah, Matt Hurley does have a fun thing about how, like, Baltimore was just pornography back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where we are. You're turning right here.
See, that's why I want to get more learned about history. I feel like if you know things, you can talk about more things. I just don't know anything.
Totally. What about her story?
Preach.
Also, do you mind dropping me off at the Royal Farms across the street?
Sure. That's better for me. A well-lit parking lot.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a parking lot. I don't know how well-lit it'll be.
True.
All right. You want to call it there?
Yeah, let's call it. Let's call it there. Well, hey, this has been Drive Time. We appreciate you joining us.
Sorry we failed.
If you guys were looking forward to seeing us at the Red Lounge. Also, shout out to Joe Papalardo for needing to update his Excel spreadsheet.
Shout out, Joe!
Which I appreciate him providing the resource.
Yeah.
All right.
You all have a good one. Peace.